Where is this lost world? What mysteries and wonders would be found there? And does it conceal ancient technologies and forbidden magic of awesome, unimaginable power? Guess what? You're gonna find out, Cupcake.
What is up, Cupcakes? Welcome to Blind Quest, where I check out an MMO or a multiplayer game which you may not know, and I make it visual.
Welcome to Wildstar.
Now, there's a lot of MMOs. What makes this one different? They'll be having something that they call layered content, which consists of regular zone quests, path content, dynamic events, challenges, and discoveries. Worried about endgame? Well, Wildstar is going wild for endgame. Well, sorry, they don't call it endgame, they call it Elder Game. Yeah, that's what the Wildstar developers call it. So once you reach cap, you're gonna get solo story instances, new dungeons, new PvP, and war plots, where you can build fortresses and have a massive battle. You know, like Minecraft in the MMO. Yeah.
Well, stakes not high enough for you? Then you and some of your most bloodthirsty friends should double down and buy a war plot. Then outfit it with enough firepower to blow a hole in the space-time continuum.
They're also sporting player housing. Yes, I want this in my mouth, and I'll tell you why. First, you can find items in the world for your house and go back and customize your house with them. Then turn your house into a boss palace, because you'll probably be there a lot. Why, you ask? You can craft, cook, mine, farm, gain extra rest XP, have target dummies, portals to raids with buffs, and even have a party.
Housing is also a little bit of a social scene.
And just in case you don't want anybody at your house, you know how that is. People come in unwanted. You don't want to toss to them right now. You just want to craft, you know, your epic sword. You know, the guy that comes in, they're like, oh, dude, do you have some sugar? I mean, do you have that material that I need as well? That's very rare, but I know you have a lot, and I know it costs a lot, but I want to have some. Since you're my friend, no, you can set your house to public or private.
Oh, what up? You can stay.
Also in Wildstar is the path system, which is something totally separate from the regular quests, which gives you a chance to customize your experience with the game from the beginning. There are 4 paths to choose from: the explorer, the scientist, the soldier, and the settler.
When you create your character in Wildstar, you have to choose one of 4 different paths. And this path will determine what kind of content is delivered to you more often. Now, about 30% of the content in every zone is actually tailored to your path. And there's a separate progression system, separate than your class progression, for your path. So completing missions will actually unlock path experience points, and you'll unlock different rewards like titles and mounts and cosmetic items and even abilities. The first path that you can choose is the soldier path, and these are for someone who just likes kicking butt and taking names. There's going to be a lot of combat involved with these missions. There's going to be assassination missions where you have to take out important NPCs. There's going to be demolitions where you're testing explosions, holdout missions, defense missions, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, if combat isn't your cup of tea, then perhaps exploring is. The explorers are tasked with just trying to explore every nook and cranny of the world, right? They're going to try to get 100% map completion. They're going to be doing these vistas where they have to do these jumping puzzles to get to really remote areas. There's scavenger hunts, and there's even these secret doors. I was actually able to find a collapsible cave in my playthrough session at PAX East, where I actually unlocked a secret area underneath the earth, and that was really cool. Now, the next path, we don't know a ton of information about yet. That's the scientist, but we do know they like to study things. They are going to be able to scan different creatures and actually different objects in the world and actually unlock new information in the kind of like an online codex type thing, and this is information that other characters will not have access to. There's also things like being able to reconfigure enemy turrets so that they attack their allies, and so it's not all bookworm stuff for the scientist. Now, the final path is the settler, and now settlers are interesting in that they do a lot of social things. They try to help other players. There's actually a campfire buff that you can actually put a campfire down in the world, and the more players that interact with it, well, the more experience points you get, which is cool because you can't just unlock or look up things on the internet and figure out where's the best place to put your campfire, because once everyone does that, then there's going to be a ton of campfires there, and how do you know that they're going to click on yours? They can also enhance quest hubs. They can actually build different buildings and such, and actually modify what a quest hub looks like. We don't have a lot of information on that yet, but it sounds really interesting to me. And that's what I know about Path at this point. Back to you, Matt.
Now, one of my first thoughts is, how do I play with friends? And this question was asked to a developer. They said they'll try to group most of the quests in the same area so you won't have any problems in distance. But if a friend comes with you and you explore some caves, they will get a reward as well. What is Wildstar's story? In the distant future, you travel the star system with your friends that's governed by the Alliance. Oh, wait a minute, that's Firefly.
Legend tells of the mysterious planet Nexus, once inhabited by the hyper-advanced Eldon, who disappeared from the galaxy long ago. Where is this lost world? What mysteries and wonders would be found there? And does it conceal ancient technologies and forbidden magic of awesome, unimaginable power?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out, but it's all gonna be at level cap. A developer said that you will learn only a bit of the story when you're leveling, but only when you get to level cap, you start uncovering what really happened to the Eldon on this planet. I find it weird that they're saving most of the juicy parts for the end game. I mean, Elder game. But I mean, everyone rushes to cap anyway, so it makes sense. Now let's get to what you're going to be playing in Wildstar. There are two factions to choose from. The Exiles, which are the exiles that grouped together and found Nexus. And the Dominion, the power-greedy faction that wants to take Nexus for themselves. There are 8 races and 6 classes to choose from. Some of them are not announced yet.
These folks here? Well, it might be best if we just don't talk about them.
I'm gonna be a space bunny, by the way. Yeah, I like that.
Tails. Some people are into that. Yeah, I know. Weird.
Now we talk combat. I know your questions. Am I rooted in place? Is it action combat? Is this WoW? Yes, Wildstar has action combat and only certain skills root you in place, like for instance some of the mage spells. But if you're a warrior, you can keep swinging away while moving. There is no auto attacking in Wildstar, plus it seems like they're going the limited skills route, which seems to be very popular with the new MMOs. Wildstar is also going wild with telegraphs. Telegraphs show you where your enemy is going to hit next, allowing you to understand your enemy's movements and patterns. Now there's no way for your newbie friend to get killed. All you have to do is tell him red means bad. Other little things that I didn't mention that's in Wildstar is funny quests. You can see that from the humor from the trailers, 40-man raids, and jumping puzzles. Oh yes. Alright guys, I hope I succeeded in my quest to make this more visual. Now let me go collect my XP. Oh, but before that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like, share it with your friends, leave a comment, say what's up in the comment section below. And stay visual.
I'm just so excited. I think I might wet my britches. Uh-oh.